Alright, so I'm going to show connecting a Yoctopuce temperature sensor to a farmOS installation. I have this farmOS installation at tuckawayfarmos.net. Before this video, I set up a test installation where I was able to send data from a Yoctopuce temperature sensor to this test 1 sensor. I'm going to create another sensor to send data to. So we go to Sensors under Assets. Click Add Sensor. We're going to call this one Test 2. And we're going to make it a listener, something that listens for data. And we're going to get this information here. We're going to come back to this information later and just click Save for now. Alright, so over on the Raspberry Pi side, here I am in a Raspberry Pi. This is the screen you're looking at in this Hangout. I have the command line open that I open through this terminal, and I'm going to go to the OpenPipeKit website at openpipekit.github.io and go to Devices/Sensor Programs and look for the device, which is our sensor here, the Yoctopuce USB Temperature Sensor. Look for the download link, right click on it, and copy the link address. And hit edit and paste it in. And I want to download this, so I'm going to go to the left here and say wget, World Wide Web, get it. And so you can see the file name here, 0.2.1.zip. And so I can say now unzip zero blah blah blah, and it's created this Yoctopuce temperature CLI 0.2.1 folder. I'm going to test it out real quick, make sure it works. I have my Yoctopuce already plugged in via USB. So if I go pull, it's reading 30 degrees. Great. And now I want to pipe that to farmOS. So I go back to the website and look for the database program that is farmOS. Download URL. Right click, copy the link address, and we're going to wget it and paste it in. And unzip 0.2.0 zip. Whoops. Now we have farmOS CLI. If I say farmOS, if I can type correctly on this mini keyboard that I'm using, farmOS CLI push -- help. Whoops. Push PUSH help. Oh, so that is a sign that we need to install it first. So let's run the install command inside of here. Alright, now if I try that, if I go up and do the push help, it should give me some info. So you can see that like it has a public key, private key, and URL fields. So this is an example of echoing the value 42 to the push of public key something, private key something, URL something. So I'm going to do that here, except instead of saying echo 42, I'm going to say Yocto pull. That gets our value. And I'm going to pipe that to our farmOS push with the URL of https tuckaway.farmos.net, and the public key and the private key are specific to the sensor we just set up, and farmOS will tell us what those are. So we are going to go look at that, go back to the sensor that we set up. There's test 2. Click on test 2 under sensors. And edit it. And here we see our public key and private key. This is the special, like the username and password for our sensor. Everyone's going to have a special one. And paste it in. And private key now. Copy and paste. Cool, looks pretty good. So we're going to send off this test packet. See if we see it on the other end. We'll go back to the web browser, click on view for the sensor. We should see the data. Yep, we got a 30.36. So now I want this to run at some kind of interval, the same command. I was just doing relative paths, so I'm going to have to change these to absolute paths real quick. I'm running all this from the home pi folder. It's the default folder as soon as you open a terminal. So I'm just going to do one more check. home/pi and /home/pi. Let's make sure that this is the right command before we set it to run at an interval. Tab over, reload this page. Do we have 2 values? We do. Okay, great. So I'm going to copy this command and place it in something that will run it at an interval that we tell it to. Copy. We're going to use the old trusty cron tab -E to run this every 1 minute for us. So that's every */1 is every minute, because it goes minute, hour, day of month, month, day of week. So we want it to run every 1 minute of every hour of every day of the month of every day of the week. And now we will paste in our command. And this defaulted to using GNU Nano. And so in order to save in GNU Nano, we see these little helpful things down here. We're going to do Control-O, hit Enter, yes, that file name, and Control-X to exit. It installed the new cron tab. So now, in about 60 seconds, or rather when this minute hand changes, we should see a new value show up in our test 2 sensor. So we can just wait. Oh, just changed. So it should be running. Let's reload and see if there's a new value. And we got another one. So that's setting it up for every minute to get a new value into a sensor setup in farmOS. Hope you find this useful. If you have any questions, feel free to ask questions in the comments. I'd be happy to help you out. Thanks for watching.